What up, it's Verbal for Fat Goat Plugins here at the immaculate Fat Goat Records studio in Buffalo, New York. And I'm going to run you through the simple setup and install process for your recently purchased Fat Goat plugin. Now let's get into it. Alright, now we're going to run through the purchase, download, install, and activation process for Excalibur. Now this one is a little more complex because it is literally 27.5 gigabytes, so it isn't something we can just put up in a simple installer and just click next. We wanted to try to save file size for you on the end user, but obviously you have to purchase it in order to use it. So let's add it to the cart, proceed to checkout, and as before, enter your name and email address and your payment information and click this and place your order. You will be granted access to the download and get your license code directly on the site. You will also be dispatched an email which will contain your digital download link as well as your license code. You're going to want to save that for later, but you're going to have access to the Excalibur, the VSTi AU zip file, the main program, as well as the Excalibur library, which consists of Excalibur library.zip and Excalibur library.z01 through z06. So it's a multi-part zip. So you're going to want to download all 8 of those files, and make sure you download the library to somewhere with space because it's 23 something gigabytes downloads. There's really no way around it. You're going to want to download the library to a hard drive that has a good amount of space. You're going to need 50 gigabytes total for the install process. Once you have extracted the library, you can then get rid of the zip files that we use to distribute it. So let's get into it. All right, well, probably the first thing you're going to want to do is just get the program itself installed. So this is going to be your the main program. So Excalibur VSTi AU PC Mac. I'm going to extract it to the desktop for demo purposes. Within, you will have your PC and Mac folders as well as your install instructions. From this point, you kind of are going to want to follow it. It tells you exactly what needs to be done, and it's pretty precise. You can go through that, but that's exactly what we're doing in this video. So first, we're just going to install the program. You can do either or, extract the library first, but I would suggest installing the program first. So we're in PC, Mac, you go to Mac, obviously, and install the package. This second dialog is where you're going to specify your VST2 location. Mine is in the old school place. There you go. We're going to click next. It's going to ask if you want the VST3 and the VST2. You probably do. It's just explaining what it's doing. This is just installing the plugin itself. We will be having the AAX in here probably by the time you watch this. It won't really change this. Just click install now. It won't only take a second for this part. They're done. Now we're going to go into the library. All right, so this is the files that I just put them into here, but you should probably download these to, a different place, or it doesn't really matter as long as it's somewhere that you have the space. So this is a multi-part zip file. This is just supporting data. You don't need to separately extract each thing. I suggest 7-zip. It's a great program that's free, or WinRare. I use WinRare because I just am old school. And on Mac, they have OnRare X, but I would suggest just using 7-zip if you can. But let's go. All you got to do is, once you have all these installed, so first off, you want to verify the sizes because this is the size that they're supposed to be. The first one is 2.2. All the rest are 4089447. We wanted to keep it under 4 gigabytes for anybody that is, because this is actually 4096 is actually 4 gigabytes, but We want to keep it under 4 for anybody that is using an old school hard drive, an old school file system, each part. So you're literally just going to only select this one. On PC, you're going to, I'm just going to use WinRAR, but you can also use 7-zip if you see right here, and extract files. But I'll use WinRAR for this example. And you're going to want to go do extract files, not any of these, because here you can specify exactly where it's going to go. So I'm just going to extract files, and I'm just going to put it on the root of this big hard drive I got. And this is probably going to take a second because this is not a fast hard drive, but the time that this takes is based on how fast your computer is, how fast the hard drives are that are hosting it. But all you're going to do is, I'm just selecting this big drive as the location, and it's going to extract all of it. Just create a folder called Excalibur Library, and you're going to want to know where this is, and remember, because it's going to ask you the first time that you launch Excalibur to locate the sample folder. So here we go. I'm just going to extract that, and then we'll fast forward. Could take 5 minutes, could take 3 minutes, it could take 10 minutes. It just all is based on the hard drives and how fast your computer is. But it is 27 gigabytes, so it will take a little bit. Just make sure you have that space available on the destination, at least 28 basically. I'm just going to extract that. Now it's going to begin the process. See, it's going to take me 10 minutes, so because this hard drive is not fast at all. It's just a regular 5400 massive hard drive. So we're going to go ahead and just let this go until it's done, and I'll check in. All right, just finished up. It took 10 minutes or so for me. Now we have the resulting Excalibur library folder right here. Contains it all. There you go. That's what it did. So now we're going to move on to the next step. You got that extracted and you have it installed. So we're going to launch in our DAW. All right, now we're going to actually load the plugin and begin the activation and library process. So just put Excalibur in here, load it up. Please click below to install the samples or point to the location where you've already installed them. So this had like a system. I had a system where it would compress it, but it just basically made one more step of files and things that people could mess up. So instead I opted to just have them extracted. So you're just going to choose sample folder, the bottom button, and we're going to go to the location. Use this only, blah, blah, extracted. Yeah, don't worry about that. Click OK. We're just going to go to our Excalibur library that we extracted, select it. The sample folder was low. You might need to open a new instance of the plugin before it can be used. Okay. Now your library is lined up, but this is when you're going to want to paste in your license code. So locate the license code that you were set during the purchase and paste it in here and click submit. All right, now that you have the license activated, you have a new instance. So you're going to want to close the one, make a new instance, and it will reflect the library changes, and it should work. Excalibur is here. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at support@fatgoatplugins.com or simply leave a support ticket at fatgoat.com. And that's about it. Stay tuned for where I go over the GUI and demo a bunch of the patches in it. All right, see ya. Now that was pretty simple, wasn't it? But if you still got questions, feel free to email us at support@fatgoatplugins.com, or better yet, submit a ticket at fatgoat.com/support. Now let's go make some music.